Welcome back to my channel. This week we're talking about our IMOs scammers. But before we get started, this channel is all about mortgage protection, final expense, guaranteed annuities, fixed annuities, retirement protection, burial expense. We're going to talk about those products, those types of products every week with a different video. That's my goal anyway. If I can find the time to get a new video out for you every week, I'm going to try to do that. And hopefully we can create some sort of engagement. We're going to talk about the products, the riders, and the comp plans, and the IMOs that operate in that space. We're going to provide documentation and facts, try to keep my opinion out of it, which is difficult at times, and then let you make the decision of what's best for you and your clients. So this week, we're going to talk about something I see on the YouTube threads a lot lately, and people calling these IMOs scammers. Are they scammers? I don't know. We'll let you decide. We'll be right back. Okay, so our mortgage protection companies scammers, that's what we're going to talk about. Listen, that's today's topics. If you think mortgage protection companies are scammers, you can call them wherever you want to. I see it a lot. Most of that is just not understanding what an IMO is. It is an independent marketing organization or an insurance marketing organization. They have the relationships with the carriers and they contract you at a certain percentage commission rate, in other words, contract we call it, and you go out there and sell the products of the companies that they have created relationships with, and wherever your contract rate is and theirs, that's the spread, that's what they'd earn. Okay, so are they scammers? We're going to find out. Okay, so let's break down the motives of these so-called scammers, all right? Look, most owners, most entrepreneurs, they get together and they want to build a company that spits off profit, that supports their families, that creates wealth. The same thing applies here. How can we create multiple streams of income and also reduce our expenses to make more profit? That's the goal of every business owner, right? So let's first take a look at their income so we can kind of break this thing down. Where exactly does their income come from? Okay, so number one, an agent can buy leads. An agent can buy education, right? Agents can buy a website for most of these companies. Some companies sell an 800 number, so that's an income source. Some companies provide a President's Club membership, so that's an income source. They also can buy agents. They can also buy audios and books. They can buy, if you want to build an agency, some of them sell resume leads, so you can build your own team. They sell tickets to their live events or regional events. Some of them don't, but most of them do. They also, and by doing all that, at the end of the day, they get the spread on the production, which again, like I said earlier, is the difference between the contract rate that they have. Contract rate meaning the carriers, Mutual Omaha, Transamerica, all these carriers pay the IMO a certain percent of their volume created. Then they hire you at a contract rate, and whatever that spread is from them to you is their gross income. It's not their net profit, it's their gross income. Okay, so that's about it on the income side. Let's talk about the gross expenses. So most of them are selling you leads, so there's a cost in researching every county to find out who's bought a home and or refi. That's where they're creating the mortgage protection leads anyways. If it's final expense, it's usually direct mail or telemarketing. There's an expense to that. They have to create education. They have to create websites. They have to pay for advertising in most cases. They have to set those live events that they're charging you for. So there's a cost, and these hotels and convention centers are outrageous. They have to create training materials to train their agents. At least they should. Some of them don't. And then they have obviously office staff, building expenses, rent, whatever. There's a cost there as well. So after you subtract the gross expenses from the gross income, you get the net profit. Now, check this out. You don't have to buy any of these things if you want to be with these companies. At least you shouldn't have to. If you do, if you're required, then you ought to run to somewhere else that doesn't require you to participate. You don't have to buy any of these things in order to be successful. It's just available if you need it. You pay for what you need, and you leave out what you don't. Take the shopping cart approach. If you go to your supermarket and you go down the aisle, there's groceries on both sides of the aisle. You don't load your grocery cart with everything on that aisle. You take what you need, what you have interest in, and you keep moving along. Look, I think we're all looking for in this relationship is the ability to duplicate that same system that we talked about by becoming your own corporation and managing yourself like a business and get the same benefits as the owners do in terms of creating wealth for our families, right? That's the idea. That's why we're independent agents. You learn how to focus not solely on your own efforts, which are limited, right? If 100% of your income is coming from yourself, you're fixed to get killed. But you learn how to focus on multiple streams of income and how to spend money to make money. That's the business owner mentality, and we all kind of want the same thing with the IMO that we're looking to sign up with, right? That's the idea. So let's move on. The thing to remember in this whole equation, is why people call them scammers, is you have to come into this thing with a business mindset, not an employee mindset. In other words, you're running a business here. You're an independent agent. You're a 1099 contractor, meaning you have to operate yourself like a business. And you have expenses. One of them is leads. You have office expenses. Maybe they're small, but you still have office expenses. So you have to get away from the mentality that people are going to hand you something, you're going to go out one day, come back with nothing, and you're still going to get paid. That's not going to happen here. There are no territorial restrictions, and you can make a ton of money in this business if you can change your mindset. Change your mindset, change your life. So you have to understand that a business owner is constantly reinvesting about a third of his income into his business. Now that may very well be buying leads, but you are going to have expenses if you're going to be out in front of a client every day closing rather than prospecting. That's the power of the lead program, as long as the lead program has integrity, the company that's running it, and they're not selling dated, rehashed old leads as new. Tip: watch my videos of why we left our previous company, and you'll kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about and who those companies are, right? So you have to be careful of that. A good program where the leads are not restated or rehashed or resold as new, you're paying for what you're getting. If it's an old lead, you pay a smaller price. If it's a new lead, you pay a higher price. That's the kind of program you're looking for. So, but again, that would be something when I go out and sell, make $2,000 or $3,000 on a sale, I reinvest a portion of that money into new leads because I want to. That's our natural resources. And if you own a McDonald's or a Burger King or a hamburger joint, one of your natural resources that you have to have in order to operate your business is beef patties. If you don't have any beef patties when you go in the morning to open up your hamburger store, you ain't got no business, right? You have to have burgers as beef patties to make the burgers that you sell. Well, in our business, leads is one of that. So the employee mindset is that, again, if you go out one day and you run 2 or 3 appointments, you come back with nothing, that somebody's still going to pay you. That's not going to happen here. So you have to change your mindset. Becoming a partner with any of these IMOs requires a whole new mindset. But look, here's the deal. They deserve the spread as long as they're providing you necessary things for you to make money. They provide you a platform. They provide you support, home office support. I would ask those of you who are with other companies, like the one I came from, can you call the home office? Not where I was at. Okay? If they're going to earn a spread off you, they need to support you and train you and give you what the things necessary to succeed. Training, back office technology, tracking your production, your team's production. Be able to call the home office and ask for advice, maybe get illustrations run. If they're pushing you off to some upline or some hierarchy and not willing to take your call, I would run from that company. You have to decide if you think they're scammers or not because they want to earn a profit and they want to sell you leads. I can tell you that these companies are not making a profit on the leads. The reality is it costs $80 to $100 to generate a lead. They're selling it in between $1 to $40 or $1 to $49, depending on how new the lead is. So in order for them to make a profit, they have to sell the lead at a loss in hopes that you go out and make a sale, a mortgage protection sale, they can turn into the insurance carrier and they get paid and you get paid. That's it. So it appears they're making money, but they're really not. But here's the thing. If it weren't for these types of companies, there are thousands of agents out there that are having huge 6-figure plus success in the mortgage protection, final expense, and retirement protection industry as a result of these companies being in this space. Now, that success is widely determined based on what they're providing you, right? The quality of the lead program, the back office technology, the ability to track your production and theirs, home office support, home office training. Those things are very important. So not all IMOs are the same. I have a video out there about why we left our last IMO that I would encourage you to watch. So these companies may seem like a scam when you discover all the ways they're profiting. Honestly, usually it's just a failure for most people to understand the business model that leads to disappointment and feeling maybe deception later that creates the problem we have in the mentality of these IMOs being a scammer. Can you be a successful agent without companies like SFG, NAA, American Income Life, Equis? Yes, but here's what you need to do. You need to be able to build a team of agents so you can create a residual income. Otherwise, you're going to be a slave to a dollar for the rest of your life, and you're going to go out there and have to produce and the grinding work of sales. Now, I love that part of it, but someday you may wake up and not be able to work, not want to work, whatever. Life happens, take care of a sick child, sick parents, and your income is going to cease to exist if you're only doing personal sales. So you want to create residual income by building a team. Now, you also, if you're going to do it yourself, you're going to have to create your own corporation. You're going to create carrier contracts. You're going to create your own training system. You're going to provide your agents with a source of leads. Are you going to give the leads away? I don't know. It's going to cost you money to generate them if they're any good, right? So that's an expense there. You have to organize live events. You have to bring people together. So if you can do all that, absolutely you can survive on your own. But most of us don't have a few $1 million laying around and are not able to do all those things, which is why we seek out these IMOs, these independent marketing organizations or insurance organizations, because they've already done that and they give us the ability to increase our contract rate all the way up to sometimes 120, 130% based on our production without having the millions of dollars to invest to set up the same structure that they set up. It's the dream world for most people that, again, haven't inherited or won the lottery. So again, if you can do all that, yes, you can be successful without these companies. You can also, which is my recommendation, look at other IMOs that do it better, provide more for the agent. They're in the business really for themselves, certainly, as all business owners are, but they have the agent in mind. So they're creating tools for the agent. They know that the more they support the agent, the larger their company will be, and ultimately the more wealth they'll build for themselves. Now, not all companies feel that way. There's some companies out there that are only in it for the spread, and they rely on some sort of network marketing hierarchy, upline, downline, all that. And I would not be involved in those companies. I would seriously take that into consideration when you're looking or if you're looking to move. Okay, so look, as we wrap this thing up, the key to financial freedom is building a team of agents so you can create that residual income. That's what I think many of us are looking for when we join these types of IMOs. It's because they give us the opportunity to build a company inside their company. Now, there are good ones and there are bad ones and there are the better ones. I believe that we're with the number one. And the reason why is because they provide us a great platform, back office technology, home office support, which you don't have where we came from. If you want to know where I came from, do a search. I'm not going to mention the name on the video. I did that once before. So, but check out a video we have out there about the reasons why we left that particular company. Much of it came down to the leads, home office support, which there was none. It ran like a network marketing company where you had to go through your upline, downline, sideline, crossline, downriver, whatever it was. And you can't learn that way, especially if you got signed up by somebody that was also new. They wouldn't support you. They had no training. So there's a lot of reasons, right? And they limited your income unless they turned you into a recruiter. And I have no problem recruiting and hiring agents. I believe that's a good thing for you to do and for me to do because, again, it creates that residual income for us. But I don't want my income restricted if I choose not to do that or I don't do it or I'm not successful at it, right? If I write enough premium to be able to be promoted to a 120% contract, I want to be able to be promoted to a 100% contract without it requiring me to do it on the basis of my team, right? Look, wherever you can do that, then go there. Make a decision. It's much easier to make a decision, the right decision, an educated decision first than it is to change later. But changing you can do. if you're at the wrong one. It just takes a little time to get you moved over, get your contracts moved over, but it pays off in exponential dividends if you're moving from a company that hinders your success versus enables your success or provides you a flat platform where all you have to do is come there and you provide the desire. If you have a burning desire, you're willing to work, and you're coachable, I can tell you there's only one company out there that will give you everything that you need and is continually working every day to give you more. But that's a private conversation we must have on the telephone. I don't have a replicated website. This is going to explain that. I don't have a video that explains that. Actually, I do have one video, but we had to take it down. And there's no system that's a magic pill that's going to turn you into an instant insurance sales superstar. It's going to require commitment, dedication, personal development, daily activities, and you can do it if you have the right coach, the right mentor, the right home office support. You can learn this skill. As long as you can get yourself a license, you have a clean background. That's it. So that's it for this week. You decide, make a decision. I'm always open to a phone call. Big disclaimer, so I don't get a lot of haters out there coming after me. I do have my own agency. I am building my own agency. I work with a few that have those qualities, and I would love to help you regardless of whether or not you come on our agency or not. That's not the purpose of these videos. The purpose of these videos is to help you make the right decision. If it's a fit for you to work, you and I work together, then great, we can discuss it. But I still hope that I'm going to help you make the right decision at the end of the day anyways, okay? So do me a favor, I've got a lot more videos coming out. I hope to give you one new video per week, again on products, riders, comp plans, different IMOs, all that stuff, and we can go down this journey together. So do me a favor, there's a little bell down the bottom here, mash that bell, you'll get instant notifications of any new videos that I put up, and I'll have Angela on here, which is my right-hand man. She's a female, she's my right-hand man. She's 60. Okay, false alarm, it wasn't a fire. Not sure why that went off, but as I was saying, I'll have Angela on some videos. She's 60-70% of my business. I couldn't do what I do without her. So I do the easy stuff. Hey, listen, I look forward to getting to know you in a one-on-one conversation on the telephone. Feel free to give me a call and email me. It has nothing to do with whether or not we work together or not. I want you to subscribe. I want you to get the notifications. I want you to put comments below, please. Add your comments below. Email me or call me. It's not about you joining our agency at all, but I would like to help you make a decision and help you along the way to be successful in what I think is the greatest industry and the greatest niche market, which is mortgage protection, final expense, that I've seen in a long, long time. And I've been doing this for many, many, many years. Have a great week. Bye-bye now.